Barcelona in chaos mode. From Íñigo Martínez's shock departure to Hansi Flick's plan B with La Masia youngsters, the transfer market drama is in full swing. Hector Fort is on the verge of a loan exit, Iñaki Peña is closing in on a move to Serie A, and the Marcus Rashford registration race is heating up just days before the La Liga opener. Plus, the Frenkie de Jong contract saga drags on, while Ibrahima Konaté's future is stirring interest from Europe's giants. Stick around as we break down all the twists and turns happening right now at Camp Nou. Íñigo Martínez's departure from Barcelona was a dagger not many saw coming, but whose weight is now beginning to be realized. The Spaniard was one of the league's best and most consistent defenders last season and was a mainstay in Barcelona's starting lineup and impressive offside trap. Losing such a prominent player on short notice, needless to say, has left Hansi Flick short of options. He is pushing for a new signing, but a backup plan is equally necessary. The Plan B. As relayed by Fischages in a reserve report, the German tactician does indeed have a plan in mind for a scenario where the club failed to sign a new central defender. Given the current economic situation, it looks likely that he will have to resort to it. Unsurprisingly, the manager's Plan B once again places La Masia in the spotlight, for the academy has some players who have punched above their weight and impressed at lower levels. If Barcelona fail to bring in a new name, Andres Cuenca and Alvaro Cortés, two defenders who have impressed Juliano Belletti's staff, will serve as Flick's backup options in the department. Given La Masia's golden time, they could well present solid options. In addition, Gerard Martin is also likely to serve as an emergency center-back, as was tested in pre-season and will be an option to play in the department after Pau Cubarsí, Ronald Araujo, Andreas Christensen and Eric Garcia. Cuenca, still 18 years of age, is a regular member of the Barça athletic team and had 19 appearances in the Primera Federación last season, averaging over 8 ball recoveries per game. Cortés, meanwhile, is 2 years older and made 30 appearances for the B team last season, averaging over 10 ball recoveries per game. As the summer transfer window edges toward its final days, Hector Fort has emerged as a name worth watching. The 19-year-old right-back, once considered among the brightest Barcelona prospects, appears to be on the fringes of Hansi Flick's plans, casting doubt over his immediate future at the club. Hector Fort has been attracting attention from several clubs, and according to journalist Mateo Moreto, Aston Villa are the latest to inquire about his availability. While he's still a Barcelona player for now, he's expected to move on before the transfer window shuts, just like fellow exit-bound names Oriol Romeu and Iñaki Peña. For Barcelona, the ideal solution is a loan deal with an option to buy, giving Fort the chance to play regular first-team football elsewhere. With Jules Koundé locked in as the starting right-back and Eric Garcia now seen as a reliable backup, Fort's opportunities at Camp Nou have become limited. A temporary move is seen as the best path for his development. With just over 2 weeks left in the transfer window, both the club and the €10 million rated Spaniard must act swiftly to finalize a solution that serves his growth and Barca's long-term plans. Barcelona goalkeeper Iñaki Peña is edging closer to a summer move to Serie A side Como, according to Sport. The deal is moving in the right direction, but one final hurdle still needs to be cleared before it can be completed. Peña's time at Barcelona appears to be coming to an end after the arrival of Joan Garcia and the contract renewal of Wojciech Szczesny. With competition for the number 1 spot now stronger than ever, the 26-year-old knows that his chances of regular minutes have dropped. For months, he has been certain that leaving Barça is the only way to get consistent playing time. Moving closer to Como. Talks with Como are currently the most advanced option, with negotiations between both clubs progressing well. Peña is reportedly excited by the idea of becoming the first-choice goalkeeper for a team showing strong ambition in Serie A. However, the move is unlikely to go through until next week. In the meantime, Barcelona will register Szczesny in La Liga to ensure they have a reliable backup option. This weekend, Peña will travel with the squad to Mallorca and take his place on the bench, with Joan Garcia set to start and make his official debut for the club. Como moved the perfect solution for Peña. Initially, Peña had hoped to remain in La Liga. However, his high salary as a substitute goalkeeper made it difficult for other Spanish clubs to secure his services. This opened the door for Como, who have emerged as the ideal destination. The Italian side have invested heavily in their squad during this transfer window and aim to compete for European spots in the coming seasons. For Peña, joining Como would not only guarantee him the starting role but also allow him to be part of a project with clear growth potential. However, it must be remembered that this move hinges on whether Barcelona can register Garcia and Szczesny in time. Liverpool centre-back Ibrahima Konaté has yet to agree to a contract extension this summer, adding fuel to ongoing transfer rumors. PSG and Real Madrid have both been linked to the French defender. Diario AS recently reported that Real Madrid's interest depends on Liverpool lowering its asking price. The Spanish club could offer between €20 million and €25 million, well short of Liverpool's reported €50 million valuation. Konaté is reportedly open to leaving, and Madrid might choose to wait until 2026, when he could walk away on a free transfer, rather than meet Liverpool's demands now. According to Foot Mercado, Konaté has also been offered to other top European clubs, including PSG, Real Madrid and Barcelona, making a move after his contract expires increasingly likely. Can Barcelona land PSG Real Madrid target? Semper Barça reports that Barcelona have held early talks with the French defender's representatives, and Konaté is reportedly open to the idea of joining the La Liga club. Recently, Diario has reported that Chelsea have joined the chase for Konaté. The update follows a Marca report claiming Liverpool plan to offer the defender a new contract in the coming days, and if he rejects it, they could look to sell him this summer. Earlier this month, journalist Abdallah Boulma reported that Liverpool are still in talks with Konaté over a contract extension. While no deal is finalized yet, the French defender is happy at the club and wants to stay. Barcelona are confident that they will have new signing Joan Garcia available for their first game of the season against RCD Mallorca on Saturday night, 19:30 Central European Summer Time. However, they are now working hard to have Manchester United loanee Marcus Rashford also available. La Liga have approved Marc-Andre ter Stegen's injury report as a long-term absence, allowing Barcelona to activate the injury rule and register Garcia using some of his salary limit space. With Robert Lewandowski out with injury for their first game, Rashford's presence is the next most important for the Blaugrana and they will try to register him next. Mundo Deportivo reports that Barcelona may tap into a €7 million guarantee, recently approved by the board, to get Marcus Rashford officially registered. Initially, this safety net was meant as a last resort option toward the end of the transfer window, but the club's registration problems could force them to act sooner. At the same time, Barça are still waiting for auditors Crow to approve their €100 million VIP seats lease deal. If that goes through, it wouldn't just clear Rashford, it would also make room to register other pending names like Rooney Bargi, Gerard Martin, Wojciech Szczesny and Marc Bernal. Hector Fort is expected to leave, and thus his spot in the squad near the bottom of the priority list, and Bernal is not expected to return for several weeks more, hence Martin, Szczesny and Bargi are likely to follow. It is added that ter Stegen's absence, if it is deemed more than 5 months, would allow Garcia to be registered for the rest of the seasons, whereas a 4-month absence would only include him in Barcelona's squad until January. There are conflicting reports on how long ter Stegen's recovery period has been set at. Barcelona appear to have made little further progress towards signing a new contract with Frenkie de Jong, despite having intended to seal a deal before this summer. The holdup has been attributed to de Jong's impending separation from agent Ali Dursun. Reports suggest that Frenkie de Jong has already given Barcelona the green light for a new contract in principle, but the paperwork still hasn't been finalized. His current deal runs out next summer, meaning he could negotiate freely with other clubs in just over 4 months. One complication is his desire to part ways with his current agent, Ali Dursun, who according to Mundo Deportivo, has a contract with de Jong until 2026. The Dutch midfielder reportedly wants to avoid any commission from the new deal going to Dursun. Barcelona's plan is to extend his stay until 2028, adjust his salary so it's in line with other top earners in the squad, and spread part of his wages over a longer period. De Jong has publicly stated his intention to renew, but as of now, no agreement has been signed. No concern over de Jong departure. The Blaugrana are keen to renew de Jong, but will only do so on terms they feel are fair. MD explained that the prospect of a departure does not concern the club, as with Gavi, Marc Bernal and Marc Casado, they are more than covered in his position. Their expectation is that de Jong will accept their terms in the end. It is also intimated that no deal is imminent. Last season Casado spent the first half of the season as a starter in a deeper role, while Gavi was used there on occasion last season too. It was notable however that Hansi Flick restored de Jong to a starting role in January, almost without question when the Dutchman got back up to full speed. And there you have it. Barcelona's summer just went from complicated to absolutely unpredictable. High voltage with youngsters ready to step up, big names possibly heading out and registration battles still raging. The next 2 weeks in the transfer window could decide the entire season. Will Flick's gamble on La Masia pay off? Will Rashford be ready for Mallorca? And can Barca finally tie down Frenkie de Jong? Drop your thoughts in the comments, smash that like button, and subscribe so you don't miss a single update from Camp Nou.